Both Morgan and Jacob, they are student leaders, which means that they are investing their time. For Morgan, it's coming in early on Tuesdays, right? She's giving up her time to prepare the Bible study so that she can facilitate the Word of God on her campus. And Jacob, we meet on Mondays, so Jacob gives up 2 lunches of his week so that he can share his faith at school. On Monday we prep, and then on Wednesday we have the hub. And I asked you guys have 3 questions you know I'm going to ask you. You guys give them another round of applause. They are so nervous right now. Looking forward to it. Don't be too crowds. Keep saying that. Even though you have cotton mouth, because I have cotton mouth too. It's okay. Just keep going. All right. Morgan and Jacob, Morgan, you go first. What is your favorite thing about FCA?
I think my favorite thing about FCA is getting to meet and hang out with Christian kids, not only at my own home school, but also at other schools through like the game day and the leadership retreat that I went to.
Alright, first of all, I have to say that I'm a horrible judge of time. He said that they had to be about a minute long for answers. But usually I just ramble on. I have to say that probably one of the most, this will lead into the answer to the question, but the most fearful thing about being a leader throughout FCA is the fear of people judging you. Like, there's all those stereotypes going around, like Bible thumpers and things like that when people think of Christians. But it's a lot less fearful when you're talking to people that are your age. And I seriously, like, there are people that walk into the room that we have set up for our huddle, and they're so spiritually hungry to hear what we have to offer as far as talking about everything that's like just preaching the gospel. And I think that definitely my favorite thing is in the video is talking about how we're just a bunch of ministers, and I definitely like to think of myself as a miniature minister. And so it's really fun. Even people after the huddles and in class periods, they'll ask me when it is, or they'll ask me questions throughout there, like they're having trouble with their families or anything. It's just, coming to me for personal advice because they know all the things that what we do. Sorry, I'm rambling.
All right. The second question is, how has FCA helped you to share your faith this year?
I think it definitely allows you to express, allows me to express my love for God, and it gives me an avenue to share my relationship with Christ with people through sports and also just, the people you have class with. And it also, I've had so many opportunities to, somebody wants to go lunch with me, I'm like, oh, actually, I have FCA today, but you're welcome to come. And they come, and then we start hanging out more, and then I can share my testimony with them on a more personal level and just really get them connected with God, and then maybe church after that. So.
Well, there are a lot of different things. Like I said, as far as being scared to be able to share my faith throughout with students that go to my school, and with in some cases teachers, being able to talk to some teachers. I witnessed to a substitute teacher last week. It was actually one of the coolest things. Sat down with them for an hour and a half. Anyway, it's helped me overcome the fear of what people might think of me as a Christian, and it's helped me when you overcome that fear, it's like you're that cup that overflows, and when you overflow, you end up spraying a bunch of Jesus on everybody else. So it's helped me to where not only in myself am I full of joy in the gospel and Jesus, but I'm spraying it on everyone else, and it's just great. It's great.
Jacob Sprague, the comedic relief for the night. Thank you. Last question, and it's a simple one, but how has FCA impacted your life? We're asking everybody here to pray and decide if they'd like to join the team, whether it's financial or volunteering their time. But how has FCA impacted your life?
Well, FCA has definitely deepened my faith in God, and it really has helped me just be really involved with good people at my school. And it also has given me and blessed me with great spiritual leaders like Carson and Brenna and Coach Stratton, and just also really getting to hang out and be with other Christians that you can talk about God, talk about what you're going through, and get Christian help. And I just think that is something that's really impacted me this year, being a first-year student at a really big school, and it's been a big blessing to me. So.
Back to my life, your life. All right, now this is the easy part. I can talk about myself for days. Really, it's talking. I have just going in with my just huddle coaches. If it wasn't for FCA, I wouldn't have people like people that I connect really well with. Like going. Okay, let's go back 2 years ago at the first FCA camp that I went to. I'm gonna ramble on a little bit. Just warning you. Man, you're killing me. I recommitted my life to Christ at the camp, and it was. I mean, I was saved before, but it didn't really hit me because the couple weeks. What I've learned is that before you're about to do something great in the name of God, is Satan will do everything he can to try and tear you down. And the first couple of weeks before I went to this camp, it was hard. Things were rough. And I went there, and we were playing football. Things were great, and I was so happy because it seemed like that entire week Satan couldn't touch me. I was so on fire for God, it wasn't even funny. And then the last day of camp, the last time that he called up for invitation, he asked for anyone that was willing to recommit their lives to Christ. And I went up there. I paraded. I went down there, chest puffed out, and I was ready. And it's impacted my life in so many ways, and especially like with Carson. Carson himself, the relationship that Carson and I have, having someone like him to be able to talk to, because you can't always talk to your parents about certain things. And so I talked to, Carson's helped me through a lot. And so I believe that it's not just the meetings, and it's not just the camps, it's all the time that FCA is affecting your life, and it's helped out. Sorry, I'm just doing that. It's helped me out a lot just throughout like all of my life, because I always have someone to talk to, and I always have something to look forward to on Monday and Wednesday afternoons.